Welcome back to the Dead by Daylight 101 series of videos. This is the second in a series of videos in which I'm going to show how to play the Dead by Daylight game for anyone who hasn't played or who has been wondering if they should play. The first video, we talked about some of the terms that we have inside the game and how some of the abilities work and so on and so forth. And in this, I'm going to play the part of the survivor. Right now I am playing with 3 survivor bots and the killer bot. That is the killer, that is the trapper. What you hear now is a tear radius and chase music. That is a pallet that can be used to stun the killer temporarily and block his progress. He has to break a pallet or find a way to circumvent the pallet in order to continue. This right here, this is a generator. We must repair 5 of these as indicated in the lower left-hand corner in order to power up the exit gates and escape from this map. There are many different maps in Dead by Daylight, some inside, some outside, some a mixture. Now, as indicated in the lower left-hand corner, we have just finished 1 generator. We now need 4. The music you hear, that is his tear radius. The tear radius indicates a killer is near. Some killers have a tear radius, some do not. As you see the red glow indicates what way the killer is facing and is a key way to find out if the killer may be looking at you. Vaulting through a window, as I just did, is another key way to escape from a killer. A big part in trying to escape from a killer is properly looping, as I am doing now. Vaulting. We'll take him to another pallet, this thing over here. And we'll get him another stun. And as you can now see in the lower left-hand corner, we only need 3 more gens. Okay, what I want to do, I'm hoping that the trapper can hit a survivor, down them, and that way I can show to unhook. In the meantime, we'll hop on this gen here. Now, while working on a gen, you may be periodically tasked to make a skill check. You'll get a noise notification, and you must tap the button at the exact moment. Otherwise, your progress will be hindered, and you will make a noise notification that will alert the killer to where you are at. Okay, he has hit me once. I am now in the injured state. The killer can hit you twice. The first time you will be injured. The second time you will be put into the dying state. And as you can see on the left-hand side, Meg there stepped into a trap and was now injured. And now, but we can heal, as you can see here. And the other survivors can also heal you, as seen here on the screen. We will let these guys finish off a gen. Actually, no, we'll hop on this gen. If, as you notice, that is a skill check. You get an audible notification. You must hit the button at the exact right time in order to succeed the skill check. Otherwise, your progress will be hindered, and there will be a loud noise notification that will alert the killer as to where your location is. When you have multiple people doing the same task, it goes faster. For example, 2 people healing me went faster than if 1 person was doing it. The 3 of us working on that 1 generator went faster than if 1 or 2 people were doing it. And there are also perks and whatnot that can influence how fast you do stuff. Let me show you guys how. I'm gonna let him hit me. Okay, I am now injured. Now let him hit me again. And this is the dying state. When you are dying, you can do nothing else except try and recover. And there are several perks that can influence recovery speed and what can happen. I am now on the hook, and I must wait for a survivor to come and rescue me. Or I can try and take a chance to escape. There is a very, very small chance that I can escape on my own. But as you can see, I do have another survivor coming for me, so I'll patiently wait for them. Back to the dying state that I was in earlier. Once you are in the dying state, you have to rely on another survivor to come and heal you back up to the injured state. There are perks that can influence whether or not you can get up on your own. But for the most part, you have to rely on another survivor to come and pick you up from the ground. Okay, this is called unhooking, and now I am being healed under the hook. And as you know, see, 2 people healing me is going much faster than if just 1 person was doing it. You also get more points if you do things with other people. Yep, Claudette stepped into the trap. That is the Trapper's special ability, is he has bear traps that he can place in various parts around the map, and if a survivor steps into it, they're there until they can either free themselves or another survivor frees them. What you are seeing there, I believe that might have been the Claudette using a flashlight. That can temporarily blind a killer. It takes a bit of skill in order to properly do. Okay, that explosion that just happened, that was from a failed skill check, and that alerted the killer to my presence, even though he was looking right at me. This is another thing you can do to escape a killer, is vault over a downed pallet. Now you notice when I'm injured, I'm making noise. That makes you easier for you to find. The killer can hear you. Many survivors are much louder than others. Okay, what you see, these 2 little boxes there, those are the exit gates that must now be opened. Okay, now that exit gate is open, there's a timer starting that you see at the top of the screen. You have that amount of time to get out, otherwise you're going to die. This thing right here, this is a totem. It is occasionally tied to killer's perks. When you see something like this, this is called a dull totem. It's completely meaningless. You can break it for some extra points. You will occasionally find totems that look like they are lit and are on fire. Those are hex totems, and that means the killer is using a perk that is currently tied to that particular totem. You can break the totem, which will eliminate that killer's power for the rest of the match. Okay, you can see from here the red lights. That means that exit gate is opened. Notice how there are 3 lights. That indicates the stage at which the exit gate is closer to being opened. This is an open exit gate, and right now we can just casually walk on out. And this means that we have escaped the match. So that is basic Survivor gameplay. Stay tuned for part 3 of these videos, in which we'll play a